Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Ghost of Tsushima. We are about to go up to the dojo of Ishikawa and we are going to continue his story. We're going to do the little quick climb over here rather than run all the way around the mountain. What's up, Albert? Albert's still hating on Abby. Oh, Ishikawa.
Sakai.
Hello.
Sensei, any word on Tomoe?
Yes, but I'm not sure you are ready for her.
You make her sound like a demon.
That's not far off the mark. Tomoe is fearless. She is not samurai, but she is a born killer.
I know the type.
No, you do not.
How do you know that I don't know the type? Come on, Ishikawa. Have you forgotten where I've been, what I've been doing this whole time?
Come.
Who I've been fighting?
An archery range. The locals saw Mongols training there. I suspect Tomoe was with them.
If Tomoe is truly fearless, she'd make a useful ally.
A starving leopard is fearless too.
Leopards can't master your way of the bow.
Let it go, Sakai. She will never join us.
The best way to rid yourself of an enemy is to befriend them.
Which is what the Mongols have done.
For now, we could change that.
You saw what she did to the prisoners at Fort Nakayama. That was no mistake. That was a choice. And not the first time she's made it.
We don't know it was her fault.
You don't. I do.
Albert's asking, do you seriously not hate her just a tiny bit for... Oh, well, I don't want to say and spoil anything. But no, I don't hate her for that. Because I can separate myself, you know, as an outside observer and just imagine what would I do if I were in her shoes. And as you know, as far as she knew, she was taking vengeance on someone who was an evil murderer. And if someone did that to a family member of mine, if someone did that to my father, my son, anybody else, guaranteed I'd do the same thing to them. I don't care what their reasoning would have been, would have been for it. I would want vengeance. And then, you know, after playing her story and getting to know her motivations and whatnot, nope, I don't hate her. It sucks what happened, but I don't hate her. Because at the same time, you should hate Ellie for all the stuff that she did. Yeah, but see, I'm not Ellie. That's the difference. You know.
You have to climb to get there.
And
sure you can make it, Sensei.
And you also have to say the same thing then.
What are you waiting for, Sakai?
So then, if you were Abby, then wouldn't you hate him? Right, but you're looking at it from a emotional standpoint. I'm looking at it from a logical standpoint. You know, as someone observing a story, like I understand her motivation behind it. Because, like I said, if you're gonna hate Abby, then you should, you know, like by the same token, you have the same reason to hate Ellie for what she did. You know, like Abby's in her right to hate the people that she hated, and Ellie's in her right to hate, you know, for the same reason. It's just but that's the whole story. The whole story is about hate and
You need a
vengeance.
hand, Sensei?
You know, hate and vengeance and the unfortunate outcome.
Not bad, Sakai.
How the hell did he do that? Shikawa, would you like to explain how you magically appeared in front of me?
You said the only way up was to climb.
No. I said you had to climb. It's good exercise. Arrows. Mongol and Japanese.
If they were here, they're long gone.
We might pick up their trail by the practice target.
There is no target.
Near that watchtower.
Not bad, Sensei.
Find out where they went.
I was just here.
Move it, Sakai.
Albert saying, I understand all that. I'm looking at the perspective of some stranger killing someone I love. Well, yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, your response would be an emotional response because you only know one side of the story previous to this, so you'd be attached to that side of the story. Right, which is exactly what I was just saying.
How many Mongols is Tomoe training?
It's ahead.
Used for target practice.
Sensei, Mongols here.
Oh, that's what the heavy arrows are for. God damn it, I hate dogs. Fuck off, dog.
Sensei, I could use some help.
Shot him in the knee. Really, I'm full of arrows. See, look how quick that heals. That was so much more worth taking than what I had equipped already. Well, no, if that happened, that would be in real life, so I wouldn't be as logical about it, but I'm playing a video game, so I'm taking it logically. Hence why, no, I don't hate Abby.
Resting your bow arm, Sensei?
Observing your response to an ambush.
You knew those Mongols were still here.
Yes.
You didn't think to mention it?
If you can't handle a few Mongols, what good will you be against Tomoe?
This is war, not a test.
And how many wars have you fought?
Damn.
I'll test you as I see fit.
I can see why Tomoe attacked you.
Now, where did she go, Sakai?
I'll look around.
Albert saying, well, to me, this game is real life. I'm still grieving. Yeah, I get it.
A lot of tracks. A dozen men. Maybe more.
Follow the trail.
How did we not see
If we
these
catch you,
tracks
do not wait
when we
for
first
me.
walked up here?
Attack and keep moving, or you'll die.
Do you plan to use your bow this time?
If we find her.
And if not?
Can you take a dozen enemy soldiers without me?
If I must.
Good answer.
Can I? I've done it. Come on, Ishikawa. That's all I've been doing so far on my journey, is taking on dozens of people on my own. Aha. The hell? Oh. I was saying I want to make something clear. I don't hate Abby. I'm mad at her for doing that one thing, but I cared for her in the end and enjoyed playing her. So in the back of my mind, she killed my favorite character. No. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, sure, I'm mad about like what went down. I'm bummed out, but I'm not gonna hate on her for it. You know, not from a storytelling aspect. Okay, I gotta concentrate here.
Look at them,
They're practicing what Tomoe taught them.
murdering the innocent.
Save the captive villagers. Wait, how do I... Okay, I have heavy arrows. But I only have 2. Well... Yeah, but yeah, you didn't ask me if I was mad. You just asked me if I hated her. Like, very different things. Okay, so I don't need to use... I don't have to use the heavy arrows.
Нэг юм хөдөлсөн. Ой, өнөөгч чи хардаа. Нэг хүн сум тавьлаа. Оо, яг ардчихвэн. Тэд харваач вэ? Ой, өнөөгч чи хардаа. Хаан. Ардчихнаа.
Thanks for helping. Take that arrow. Too bad I can't get... I was saying, I asked you didn't hate her a little bit. That meant hate her like 10%. You didn't understand my language. Maybe I'm too Danish to properly communicate in this foreign language. Yeah, that's very, very likely.
Please release me!
Okay, I'm releasing you.
Did you see a Japanese woman with these Mongols?
I couldn't believe it. She was giving them orders.
What did she say?
Something about the sensei and the hot springs. That's all I heard, my lord. Forgive me.
In other words, they're going back to the dojo. Alright, Ishikawa, you wait a second while I go and raid this house. Really, there's nothing in here? Alright, there we go. It's like always supplies in that corner. That's it. One thing I wish is that some of these buildings and some of the landscapes, there's areas that tend to look exactly the same. Like a lot of the insides of these buildings look identical. And it's not a game breaker or anything like that, because there's lots of games that are like that. You know, and I understand it's a huge pain in the ass to try to make every interior look different. I just wish there was a little more variety, because it's like almost every time I go into a place, it looks exactly the same. Without saying what Albert's saying, if you watch my last episode, you'll hear my responses to Ellie's choices. And I don't let my opinions change because of other people's reviews of a game. I don't mind listening to other people's reviews or opinions, but because if I did, there's so many people that hated the game and were talking so much shit that if I was gonna take their opinion or really listen to the reviews, and suddenly I would hate the game. And I didn't hate the game. I absolutely loved the game, and I loved the story. Yet I see so many people like, oh, the story sucks because this, that, and the other thing. And it's like, dude, the story kept me engaged and it kept me involved, and it made me go through a roller coaster of emotions as I'm playing it. So I enjoyed it quite a bit. So other people's opinions don't mean shit to me. Especially because most people that are reviewing, they want to hate something, so they're gonna just talk about all the negatives, and they don't focus on anything that was good about it. But you'll see, if you just watch the last episode of it, I was pissed at her. I was very pissed. Because she had an opportunity, it's like I said yesterday, she had a very good opportunity to live her life and be happy and all that, and she chose anger and revenge, and that pissed me off. I mean, when she first set out, I understood a reason for it, but the very, very opposite, like, you know, the very, very opposite of, Jesus Christ, the very end of the game, I mean, when she made her final choice, that's what really pissed me off. You're saying it's the opposite for me. Hearing people, including you, made me understand the point of the game, and that changed my opinion. That's different, though. Hearing somebody's perspective about, what the game is about or what they think the game's about. But a lot of, reviews, a lot of people that are putting out their reviews are putting it out with a bias of one way or the other, and often when it's a negative bias, I also don't like glowing reports where people act like a game is flawless, but a lot of times the negative reviews are just that. They're nothing but negative. So it's that stuff bothers me, and I don't, if someone says something and it makes a good point, I'll definitely take that into consideration and all that. But like I said, my bottom line is I don't just hear someone's review and let that opinion sway me that much. That's just how I am, though. I'm very hard-headed. All right, anyway, back to this game. What was that noise?
I taught a monster how to hunt.
They heard Tomoe giving orders to the Mongols. She mentioned Hiyoshi Springs.
She's just getting started. Sakai, the way you fight, it's not your uncle's way, and it's not mine.
We've never faced an enemy like this. I do what I must to defeat them.
A samurai is a guardian, not a killer who darts around like a thief.
You didn't see Komoda.
I've seen enough. I know it was brutal, but I won't train another monster.
I know. I won't let that happen.
If Tomoe is going after Hiyoshi Springs, I need to prepare. So do you. I'll see you at my dojo, Sakai.
Okay, technique point. Charm of efficiency. 15% increase in knocking and reload speeds. Alright, that I'm not so worried about. Like reload speed and whatnot, that doesn't really doesn't make a big difference to me. I was saying I'm actually very sad that I never form my own opinion before hearing what others say. Sometimes I see a movie and like it, then someone says they hate it, then I begin to see why it's bad. And the opposite way around. See, I've always been able to listen to people's opinions and hear what they have to say about it. And if they don't like something, that's them. And if somebody says like, "This is why I didn't like something," or "This is why I liked something," and they talk about it, and I could see their reasons behind it. That's why a lot of times you'll hear me say like, "Yeah, I get it." You know, it's like, yeah, I understand your point of view. I understand where you're coming from. I understand your reasoning for this or that. Because I do. I can hear someone explain themselves, and I'll see where they're coming from. But I never let that ultimately make the decision for me whether or not I'm going to agree or disagree. Like, for instance, that 2016 Ghostbusters movie. Like, I heard a lot of people that were saying they hated it and it was horrible. And oh, I can't fast travel right now. Why not? Do I have to leave this area first? Do I have to go back to Hiroshi Springs? Okay. I'm just gonna leave it on the pause menu for a moment. But anyway, like I heard a lot of people saying they hated it and blah 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 blah. And I know a lot of people were bitching and moaning about it because it's all women and it's this whole women's thing. They're pushing an agenda, which I always thought was super stupid to say. Like that whole, it's an agenda. Like I hate that. It's like shut up. Like that's not why I was gonna like or dislike a movie. And then like I know some people that saw it and they said the movie sucked. It was just totally stupid. And other people that saw it said, "Oh, it was a lot of fun. I really liked it a lot." And then when I went to see it, when I saw it on TV at home, and I thought the movie was absolutely freaking terrible. Like I didn't think it was good at all. I think like there's one moment in the movie, and I can't even tell you what it was at this point. I think once throughout the entire movie I chuckled a little bit, but beyond that, I just didn't like the movie. And other people's reasons for it and opinions for it definitely did not come into play. It's like I'm watching it and I'm just not liking it because it's not doing anything for me. So you're asking like, how can you be like me, letting opinions change? I mean, if it's just part of your personality that other people's opinions can make you feel certain ways, there's only so much you could do about that. You just kind of have to be stubborn in the respect of like when you play a game, when you watch a movie, when you read a book, when you whatever, listen to music, like whatever. If you're listening to something and it makes you feel a certain way, then that's your honest opinion. Like that's your honest feelings for something. Like if you're playing a game and the whole time you're like, I'm not having fun. Like and fun doesn't mean like oh the subject matter is making me angry or I'm upset and pissed off because of decisions. Like that's not what I mean by having fun. What I mean by having fun is like, are you engaged in the game? Are you being driven forward to playing it because the mechanics are good, because of the gameplay, because of the story, whether you like the story in terms of whether it's making you angry, happy, sad. Is it keeping you involved? Like that's having fun with the game. So it's like ultimately, if you got something out of the game, And I know people that were saying like, yeah, like I liked playing the game, but I don't know if I had fun. I don't know if I enjoyed it because of, the pain that you endure getting through the game. Like I understand people being like, yeah, I didn't have fun or I didn't like how the story went, but it's like the process of playing the game still you kept playing it. There's games that I've played like The Surge, for example. I played it for a while and then I gave up on it because it was so complicated and frustrating that it was just pissing me off. Like I couldn't keep playing it simply because it was pissing me off. And if a game, and that's why I don't play like a lot of first-person shooters. That's why I don't play online against people because I can't enjoy myself because other people piss me off. And if I'm just gonna be frustrated, then I don't want to play the game. So to me, like those are games like, yeah, it doesn't matter how much someone else likes the game. They all might love Call of Duty. It's the greatest game ever. I can't enjoy it. It's not my thing. So it's like, but if you watch a movie, play a game, and all that stuff, and you were laughing during a comedy, you were scared during a horror movie, if you're getting certain emotions or feelings or whatever, and like, however you experienced it is your honest. That's your honest experience. It's not a matter of somebody else telling you how to feel. Someone else's opinion is always worth listening to, but you know, like I said, it's a matter of sometimes of just being stubborn and being like, well, when I played it, this is how I felt. And there's definitely been movies where I've changed my opinions about. I felt like that playing The Witcher. I was saying I felt like that playing Witcher 3. I was just too bored and could never get through it. And see, all right, right there, dude. Perfect example. Witcher 3, I absolutely love that game. Love it. But it's hitting all of the spots, it's hitting all the points for me that I really enjoy. So, my experience playing that game is very positive. Now, you play it and it's boring the shit out of you, so you can't get through it. So, it doesn't matter how much I enjoyed it. And it doesn't matter how much like I really got out of it. Now I can explain to you why I liked it, what I got out of it, and maybe you would hear that and try to like, okay, he liked it because of this and he liked it because of that. I'm going to try to keep that in mind and try to play it. Now maybe that could help you enjoy a game uh, by changing your perspective on it. But at the same time, ultimately, if it's still boring you because it's not your cup of tea, then that's just your honest reaction, man, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's just how you feel. It's like, yeah, this game isn't for me. It's not something I'm enjoying. You know what I mean? I was saying, yeah, that's why I tried to play it, but I can only play it for like 2 hours. Yeah, like there's games like that for me. That like I said, there's games I've tried. Like that's why I don't like the Bloodborne games or any of that stuff. Like I don't like games that are that like it's. I'm not a super gamer. Like I'm not a PC gamer or something like that. Who's like, give me the most complicated things to play. That's why I don't play these games on hard. I'm playing them on medium, on normal, just because I'm trying to enjoy the experience. I'm not trying to, at least not on a first play. I'm not trying to super challenge myself because that's what I'm not here for. And like I know people that won't like games simply because the challenge wasn't high enough. And it's like so they'll ignore the story, they'll ignore the plot, they'll ignore the gameplay itself, and just because like it was too easy, so I hated it. Like I can't be like that, man. I can't see it that way. Okay, is this all I needed? I needed the journal to update. Okay. Journal updated. Anything else? I was saying the thing that happened was that I was kind of engaged and ready to go on adventure, and then I went to a mission which was impossible to win, and I knew the controls, but this freaking monster had something or other to be continued. Okay, now can I fast travel? Okay, now I can fast travel. Okay, let's go back to Yeah, I don't know where he is. I don't know if he's at the dojo. Yeah, he's at his dojo. Can I? How come I can't just fast travel to his dojo? Oh, I can. This freaking monster had infinite health, so annoying because I actually wanted to play it, but it pissed me off. I don't know what part of the game that would have been it. What that would have been. But yeah, I mean, there's there's things like that in games like I said, like the Surge to me, like that was way too complicated. The Bloodborne games are, they're too hard to play, and I don't like playing games where you get to a certain point, you get killed, then you got to start over and get back to that point. Like, even Nier Automata had some of those features, and that annoyed me. Like, Nier Automata was a cool game. Like, I had fun with that. Definitely not the most fun game I've ever played. But, like, I enjoyed it. But that's a game that I could see people being divided on, and I could see both sides of it. But, like, my personal experience was like, nah, I got enough out of it that I had fun.
Sakai.
Hated the original ending. I thought that was ridiculous.
Any news of Tomoe?
Travelers have been shot dead on the roads in and out of Hiyoshi Springs. People are afraid to leave or deliver supplies.
You think that's her doing?
A few archers at strategic points can isolate a whole town.
A tactic of yours when you were Clan Nagao's archery master.
Tomoe was a good student.
Too good. We're fighting your own reflection.
We will turn that to our advantage.
That was something I was going to say, too, with this game. So, Ishikawa just got on our ass about how we're not fighting in the traditional samurai way. And that, we're attacking like thieves. So that's something that his uncle
we find these
didn't like, and now it's something that Ishikawa doesn't like. That's definitely a big part of the story here.
We want to control movement in and out of Hiyoshi Springs. Where do we put archers?
There's a ghost living by a well. Does it ring a bell? Is guarding a well. Guarding a well in The Witcher 3. I just played through the game again recently. I can't remember.
It would be smart to control the main entrance into town.
People already avoid the main road. Archers there would be wasted.
Right by the first town that you visit. God. Yeah, I can't remember. Maybe it's a secret boss you can only beat in the end. Well, I'll tell you what. There's a lot of that where there's enemies that you can encounter that you can't. They don't necessarily have infinite health, but you're not capable of doing much damage to them, especially if they're much higher level than you, and they can one-shot kill you. Like there's, until you get close to their level. So you may have encountered something that you can't kill until you come back later on. Like I remember, like both, anytime I played through the game, there's like this one giant. I forget what it was. Like it was a big. It was a Cyclops or something. And when you first encounter it, like you can't kill the thing because it's just way higher level than you. And I remember both times like being dumb enough to be like, I could try because I'm like 10 levels below it. What how bad could it be? And it's really bad. So it's like no matter what I'm doing to it. And the other thing is a lot of them will heal, like they'll continuously heal. So it's like if you're not doing significant damage, they're going to continue to heal up as you're fighting them. So if you're only doing like damage that would be like, hitting somebody with a stack of straws, like you're like, oh yeah, you're not really doing much to it, and it's gonna shake you off like you're nothing. All right, back to this.
That path behind the inn.
No. Poor cover, no clear lines of sight. You want to cover the largest territory with the fewest archers.
All right, then, Ishikawa, you're the expert. Why don't you try to explain some of this?
A handful of men could shut down the road to the coast.
Yes.
I was saying, okay, so I should try it again. I mean, if you're not enjoying the game, then don't bother. But I mean, if you were getting enough enjoyment out of it, that, avoiding whatever the monster was, and going back to it after you've leveled up, if that's going to help you enjoy it, then yeah, try it again. But I mean, if a game is boring you, if you're just hitting roadblocks that you can't get past and you're just like not having fun, then it's not worth continuing to play it.
I would want someone looking over the bridge into town.
So would I.
The road south runs along a high ridge. Perfect place to rain down arrows.
Tomoe would agree. There's hope for you. Let's go hunting.
Okay, reach the coastal road. Can I fast travel to it? Or I don't really need to. Never mind. I was saying, but I never actually started it, so I don't think it counts. It was right in the beginning. I just started playing that game Gwent or whatever. Oh, dude, Gwent, I'm addicted to. I love Gwent. Once you get that's a cool card game. Like once you get the handle on how to play it, if you like card games, of course. But like, if you're into card games, and once you get the handle on how to play, that game's a lot of fun. But yeah, I was definitely good and hooked on that one. I don't know where we're going here. Just gonna keep following the wind. Coastal Road.
What else did you teach Tomoe?
I held back nothing.
Including why you left Clan Nagao?
That's no secret. It was time to retire, and the hot spring suited me. We're getting close. Eyes open.
Alright, didn't let me ask a question. Alright, Albert. Good seeing you, man. Take it easy, dude. Get some good sleep. Alright, keep an eye out for Mongols. I don't know where the hell the coastal road is. See, I was going way out of my way. Although I should have assumed that the place to go... Ah, I see them.
Innocent travelers, murdered.
Let's help their killers follow them across the Sansu River.
Albert said, I had a nightmare the other day where you got mad at me and banned me for life from your channel. Quite a bad nightmare. You'd have to be a real jerk for that to happen, so I don't think you need to worry. Fine.
Stand and fight.
Fine, we'll challenge you this way. How about that? We'll make Ishikawa happy. You're dead, and now your friend is dead, and now your other friend's about to be dead. Oh, that's Ishikawa. That's not...
Tomoe wasn't here.
Keep moving.
Oh, we're leaving everybody. Okay, now you're all dead. Okay, now you're all dead for real. It's over here that I could collect nothing. Thomas Johns. Uh-oh. Someone say Thomas Johns. No, no one said Thomas Johns. Okay, now... Now where? This way. Bridge near the coast.
Yeah. All those innocent dead. Tomoe has thrown everything away. Betrayed her people.
She is a traitor because the Mongols offer power, wealth, status. Things denied her by birth.
Tomoe knew she was born to a lower station than she deserved.
Now you're being too kind.
I understand how they think. But people who sow chaos must be punished.
Your way sows chaos.
In the enemy.
Not just them. A samurai must use violence with restraint. Without it, you unleash endless bloodshed.
The point is to defeat your enemy. That's how you end bloodshed.
Tomoe told me the same thing.
See, they don't... That's why the Mongols were defeating the samurai, because they were so stuck in that line of thinking.
Ambush.
Ah. Where are they? Ah, there they are. Ah.
One more snake nest to find. Come.
How did Tomoe become your student?
She showed up at my dojo with her father's makeshift hunting bow and refused to leave.
You didn't turn her away.
I tried, but she sank arrow after arrow into my targets. I've never seen talent like hers.
She must have had training.
Her form was wrong. Would have been useless in a real fight. But she had no fear of missing a shot. She never hesitated.
A warrior's spirit.
No. Killers. I didn't feel till it was too late.
So I wasn't sure if I was going the right way or not. See what I would like to do. Aw, really? I can't reach him with this? That sucks. Alright, well I don't know where they are, but... Oh, there they are. Hi guys. Ow. Okay, technically we're still in combat then. Oh, I wish I knew there was a hornet's nest here. I gotta learn to recognize those. What, I hear you yelling. Where are you? Well, so much for blocking. I hit the wrong button.
Sensei Ishikawa.
You know the name Ishikawa?
I do. I have message.
Speak.
Sensei, all of Hiyoshi Springs will beg for mercy, like the victims of Hironori Naga. Silence!
Oh, damn. I learned the moon stance. That means I stand in front of him, turn around, yank my pants down, flash my ass at him. Doesn't really mean that, but it's still funny. Alright, Moon Stance is highly effective against brutes. Very good. Heavy attacks deal extra stagger damage. Typhoon kicks launch your enemy further back and deal extra... Oh, I'm taking that. Cool.
Hironori Nagao. Didn't he die fighting bandits?
It was decades ago.
He was reputed to be a great archer. Did he study with you?
No. Tomoe is spreading lies.
But there's a seed of truth.
She wants us to doubt each other. We are all that stands between Hiyoshi Springs and a bloodbath.
Then we stand together.
Ishikawa's hiding something.
We'll plan the town's defense at my dojo. Meet me there and be ready to fight.
I definitely think Ishikawa's... He's keeping something from us. Moderate increase to arrow damage. Bonus damage at 50% health or less. Yeah, I still want to hold on to that. Okay, we've now taken that stance. Great. Alright. Okay, there's nothing to take. Alright, back to the dojo. Back to the dojo once again. Oh man, I don't want to go to work tonight. I know that's completely unrelated, but tis what it is. What am I doing? There he is. All I had to do was take 2 more steps to the right and I would have seen him.
Sakai.
Are we going to find out that Nagao was actually Tomoe's father and that Ishikawa killed him and then took her
We must
in?
deal with Tomoe's threat against Yoshi Springs before it's too late.
I don't understand the fixation on the town.
I was born there. Destroying it proves her worth to the Mongols. And humiliates me.
But the terrain works in our favor. 2 skilled archers can hold off hundreds.
Or we allow the Mongols to take it. Tomoe wins a victory and lets her guard down. Then we strike.
Sacrifice Hiyoshi Springs for Tomoe.
The sacrifice is worth it.
Tomoe would agree, Sensei.
See, this is personal to him. I mean, I know she attacked him,
Fine,
but...
Sakai. She will attack from the north. We should focus our efforts there.
Scout elevated positions, place arrows, and...
Listen. Did you hear that? 1 arrow, 1 death. I wondered when Tomoe's new friends would visit.
Still alive, eh? We'll fix that.
If the point was to kill us, she would have sent more men.
Or the point was not to kill, but to delay.
Hiyoshi Springs. The attack is starting.
This way. If I fall today, promise me you will keep hunting Tomoe.
I promise, Sensei.
She knows you're my student. Your death will destroy my legacy.
Your way of the bow will survive with me. Where will Tomoe strike?
In the back town, near the waterfalls. The most vulnerable point.
If we get there before the Mongols, we can prepare a defense. But it won't be easy.
It never is.
I was gonna say, why aren't we trying to run a little bit harder? Incidentally, our muddy boots and pants. Details that I appreciate.
You two, come here.
What is it, my lords?
Mongols are heading for Hiyoshi Springs.
Gather everyone at the inn and stay out of sight. We will deal with them.
Yes, my lords.
And don't stand near fire barrels.
Good sight lines over here. The Mongols won't be able to flank us. We don't have much time. What can we use to our advantage? Not many options.
We'll exploit the ones we have. Those barrels could do some damage. Dry grass. Lure the Mongols in.
We'll make sure you have flaming arrows.
Flaming arrows is what I
Yes.
said.
Excellent distraction. Take these flaming arrows, and try not to burn yourself or me.
Thank you. Shot by the half bow. Ignites enemies, cloth, and dry grass. Excellent.
Then don't get in my way, Sensei.
Get ready. The Mongols will be here soon.
They're getting closer.
Good. Let's demonstrate the way of the bow for them. They're coming downhill. Take them.
One arrow, one death, Sensei.
Not bad, Sakai.
I'm ready for more.
So are they. Coming down the main road.
I've got them. No sign of Tomoe.
She'll come.
More on the way.
Help them cross the Sanshi River. Last of them. It's over.
For now.
All right. I know I wasn't talking a lot during that fight, but I was a little occupied.
There she is,
That's Tomoe?
burning the Nagao banner.
We can catch her.
She'll be long gone by the time we get there.
She's a coward.
No. She's mocking me. She knows the last student I trained before her was Hironori Nagao.
You said he wasn't your student. Which is it?
I was young, prideful, callous. Hironori learned from my example. He led a rebellion to seize the clan, and lost, but only after butchering Lord Nagao's best men.
Hironori didn't die fighting bandits.
That was a story to protect Nagao's legacy. There was no saving mine. As his teacher, I could never be trusted again. I was granted the mercy to resign my position. I convinced myself the way of the bow had to survive. But the truth is, I am a coward who should have ended it long ago.
You told Tomoe all of this.
I wanted her to understand what it meant for me to teach again. But like everything else, she turned it against me.
You'll never redeem Hironori Nagao. And you won't change Tomoe. But today, you saved the people of Hiyoshi Springs.
With my new student.
I'll need you at Castle Canada.
My bow is yours. But Tomoe isn't done yet. We must keep hunting her.
We will, Sensei.
Alright. Now, is that the end of this part of the story? Charm of immunity. 15% chance for enemy arrows to deal no damage. They don't do enough damage to kill me. Unless I'm already like super low on health. And they happen to shoot me. Ooh. Storming Falcon. Burning Fang. Crane Strike. I like this. This is fully upgraded. Okay. Let's wait for the thing to pop up that says that the story's been updated or whatever. Okay, all the bodies are gone. I like that the banner is actually gone and it's been burned up. And it hasn't like miraculously replaced itself. Okay. So Ishikawa, his story is done for now. So let's go. Let's go here first. Alright. The traitor. So I wonder if we are going to end up convincing Tomoe to join us, or if we are going to have to kill her. I mean, right now she seems like she's pretty irredeemable, but who knows where the story's going to lead. Oh, hello, bird. Bird, are you just taking me to the survivor
said
camp?
to find the monk in charge of this camp. He may be able to read the map I found on the traitor's brother.
I work metals, woods, and cloth.
Read scroll. Toku, I hope you somehow find this. It was so chaotic when the Mongols came. I felt you grip my wrist and then nothing. I searched and searched, but you were gone. I believe that you're still alive and that I'll see you again. Father is taking us to Kuta Farm to search for safe passage off Tsushima. If you read this, hurry to us as fast as you can.
Nonsense. Think about it. They came from the sea. So do traders and pirates. What traders or pirates could wipe out the sun? Exchange fire with us.
Okay, everybody go back about the
Lord
business.
Sakai, how good to see you.
Ah, Junshin. Hello, my friend.
Junshi, I should have expected to find you here.
How may I serve you, my lord?
Do you know these lands well?
I set up all of these camps.
Does this map mean anything to you?
We give these to our wagon drivers who deliver food. They mark where the camps are so no one gets missed. Is that blood?
Do you see anything that isn't one of your camps?
I hear rumors of our own people killing each other in Ariake.
Traitors are preying on innocent people. They murdered the women and children of Clan Adachi. You can help bring them to justice.
This map shows Ariake's lighthouse. We have no camps there, but people have said bandits have taken it over.
Not bandits. Something worse.
Lady Masako has arrived. I think she prefers to speak with you.
I think you are correct.
Protect you.
You know about the samurai who's going around killing the enemy?
My wife's brother said he's real.
A real samurai. A thief.
What do you mean? Some coward stole a dead samurai's armor?
Not a man. A woman. She put on the armor and now she fights with the bravery of 10 men.
But they say the samurai is working with a woman, and she's the one who's a thief.
No. That's her younger brother. She makes him wear her clothes and pretend to be a woman. So the Mongols won't kill him.
I'm trying to listen to this story that they're telling. So there's a woman dressing as a samurai and dressing her younger brother as a woman so that the Mongols won't kill him. And she's acting as a thief. Okay. Let me switch my outfit. Just want to be in proper attire.
What have you learned?
Alright, hold on a
May I
second.
assist you, my lord?
Bow vanity gear. Noble crane. That's neat.
Whatever helps you is good for us all.
Still undiscovered armor. So this hats.
Thank you.
But we're still in Act 1, so
You'll be all right.
I
The
hope
headman
the
of
roads
Kuta
remain
village
clear
might
for
be
you,
at the
my
lighthouse.
Clan Adachi built that for Ariake. This traitor has no shame.
Sadao has men protecting him. There's no way they won't see us coming.
Good. I want to give that traitor just enough time to fear what's coming.
Let's go.
the traitor. Okay. It's within walking
Why
distance.
would Sadao betray you?
I accused him of stealing rice, starving our people to turn a profit.
You think he caused the rice shortages that hit Kuta?
I could never prove it, but it was such a disaster. I knew he was trying to hide something.
Bad men are good at hiding their true natures. Guards outside.
The coward is hiding at the top. Sadao! I've come for your head!
Alright, we're not going in sneaking.
Who will face me first?
You're mine! Get down! Down!
Oops, I missed. I feel like we just kept them all distracted while she went in and went for the kill.
You killed Hina! My brother!
They died because of you!
You should have died with your family!
I wish I had!
Ah!
Damn you.
You killed Sado. Masako.
He helped kill everyone I loved. And for what? To satisfy his pathetic hatred?
When the Mongols defeated the samurai, I wanted to die with them. I threw myself into a battle I knew I couldn't win. It was easier.
How do you survive?
I remember that I have people to protect, and the dead to avenge.
With Sado dead, whoever is responsible will hear that I'm alive and hunting. They'll become afraid, make a mistake.
Just be careful, Masako.
You too. You are a part of this now.
We'll find the other traitors on that list. But first, we must save my uncle.
I'll be at Kaneda Farmstead when you need me.
All right. Charm of ferocity. Meh. Yeah, we can wear this. It's pretty cool. Alright, so... Oh, there's a... undiscovered location. Okay, so Lady Masako, we cannot continue her mission right now. So let's just go over to this undiscovered location, which is probably a fox den or something. Survivor camp. Yep, it's a fox den. Lead the way, buddy. Hey, buddy. Flaming victory. 6 predator hides. Uh-oh. Okay, let's go. I have to switch off the flaming arrows because it keeps defaulting to that. Hanging around for a pet? All right. This never gets old. That's a good boy. Oh, no wonder. I kept hitting the triangle button thinking that I was swapping back and forth, and I wasn't. I just kept adding fire arrows. Damn it. Okay. Well, now I know. Alright, so let's go collect some gifts. And who knows, maybe there'll be somebody here that has to tell us something important and send us towards another mission. Avenging Lord, warned by a lord whose brutality was infamous. Really? That's kind of cool. Thief's Wrap. Oh, but I like that. Cool. Got a whole bunch of stuff there.
Let's see.
Afraid the temple would fall.
Don't remind me.
Man, that's a whole lot.
Never seen anything like it.
It was a samurai? You're sure?
It was him. He leaped from a building and plunged his sword into the Mongol.
So now we have to fear attacks from atop our homes?
We don't, but the Mongols should.
Alright, so there's usually someone over here. And she doesn't have anything that she wants to tell us. Okay.
One moment he was standing by himself, and the next, the samurai was behind him. May I look after your bow, my lord?
I don't know, maybe.
Speed, distance, and power. You lack the required materials. Very sorry.
I'll see you again.
Your bow will terrify the invaders.
My bow already terrifies the invaders.
I can't take anymore. And then all of Japan.
If your blades need work, let me be of use.
Alright, I won't have enough to upgrade more than once.
Your blade is ready. Balanced, sharp, and deadly.
Cool.
An honor to serve you, my lord.
Okay, so I think that's all I can do here. Let's see. go to the Spring Falls Shrine. Alright, so that will be our first location since it's on the way. But you know what? I'm gonna start a new stream. As I stand by the stream. Since we're almost at 90 minutes. So yeah, that makes more sense. So, alright guys. Hope you're all enjoying the game. I will be back on momentarily. But, in the meantime, I hope you're all staying safe and washing your hands and wearing your masks and being socially distant where it's appropriate. I hope you're all being smart and not being scared. If you haven't already, feel free to subscribe, hit the notification button, do all the YouTube stuff. And until the next one, as always, peace.